Hello everyone, my name is Sumit and I'm your digital chess coach. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss uh, chess trap, which is a beginner's trap actually, and it still works at the club level. It is from the Italian game. So we have seen many traps in the Italian game before. I'll put the link in the description below. And this is a trap which you should know if you are a beginner chess player or if you're an intermediate chess player. So, without further ado, let's get started. The game starts with one e4, and black replies one e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, and bishop to c4. This is the Italian game. Now we have mainly three continuations. There is bishop to c5, which is the Vioco piano, and knight to f6, which is called the two knights game, and there is bishop to e7, which is the Hungarian defense. So we'll see bishop to c5, the Vioco piano, in this video. And after bishop c5, that two moves, we can play d3 or c3 or even castle. So we'll look at c3. This is the old mean line. The idea of c3 is to play d4, striking in the center. The problem with d4 is that after knight to f6, which is the main move, e4, pawn takes d4 and pawn takes d4. So white gets a very, very stable classical center with the pawn on d4 and e4 and hitting on the bishop on c5. But the problem with this line, so this was actually the main line in the 18th and 19th centuries. And but later, people understood that after bishop b4 check, it's not easy for white to get an advantage. So here, the theory developed over the years, and this is not a very popular way to play in the grandmaster level these days, but it is popular in the club level. So here, instead of capturing the pawn, black can play bishop to b6. This is the line we are going to see in this video. So here there's a very good move for white, which is taking the pawn on e5 with the pawn, the knight with the pawn, and this knight is under attack now. So knight has to move somewhere. So if black is unaware about this trap and takes on e4, thinking that he can hit on f2 with the bishop and knight, attacking the point on the f2 square. Maybe the next move he can fork the queen and the rook with knight to f2. But here this is already a mistake, and there's a forced win for white in this position. There are two moves which I'll tell you. The first is will win at least a pawn and a very good position, and the second move will win a piece. So first I will tell you the move which will win a pawn, which is bishop takes 7. This is a move which will force the black king to capture on f7, and now we have the double attack queen d5 check, hitting the king and also the knight on e4. So after king to e8, for example, queen e4, and white stands much better. But there is a much more strong move in this position, which is queen to d5. The same idea of hitting on the f7 square. Now the knight is under attack, and there's no time for black to capture on f2, because after knight takes f2, queen takes f7 is checkmate. So black cannot save the knight and the checkmate at the same time. The knight cannot move to a g5 because of this capture, and the knight cannot move to e6 because pawn will capture the knight, and the knight cannot go to c5 because queen takes f7 is checkmate. So white will either get a checkmate or win at least a piece in this variation. So that's a trap I wanted to share with you. And probably, as I said before, you can use this in one of your blitz games, or in a club game with your friend, or your colleague, or you can know this trap so that you can avoid it in your games. Hope you like this video, and until next time, bye bye.